With them Americans in it. Yo, y'all know what time it is, man. We back at it again. It is Monday, Tuesday, hump day. The hump day happy hour tap in. I'm Jay Walker the third. That's my brother Carolina Dirt. What's happening with you, brother?
Ain't shit, man. Ain't the hump day happy hour tap in. We back at it, but I'm ready. We're closer to the weekend, as I always say.
Yeah, man. It'd be like that. Excuse me for dipping off the frame. I had to grab my red cup. Um, yeah, we don't tend to worry y'all too long today, man. It's been a week coming off of Mother's Day. If we didn't get a chance to holler at y'all or let y'all know what's up, happy Mother's Day to you. If your mother is no longer here with us, I am sorry, and bless you and your family. I know how important it is to have that, stability. Every day is Mother's Day between me and my brother. Our mother is awesome. Uh, she's probably the best mom ever. I can say that. That's my perspective.
Yeah. Once again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I did put a little post up in the group from the brothers, BOTB, happy Mother's Day. So everybody that's a mother, a mom, a mommy, a madre, just a mother figure, stepmama, shout out to all y'all for all that y'all do. Um, the worth is invaluable. There are some sorry ass mamas, but this is to the good mamas and the baby mamas, as Andre 3000 say, to the mamas.
Yeah, like that. Uh, so we can go ahead and put y'all on notice, like for Father's Day. Let's
Yeah.
not do the bullshit this year. Don't get nobody no tie. Don't get nobody no coffee cup, no socks, no bullshit. You know that man. You know your daddy. You know your husband. Whatever. Get that man something he can use. Nobody say you got to spend a whole bunch of money, but put some thought into the Father's Day gift. You gonna go in there with a Bojangles two-piece and say Happy Father's Day. You know what I'm saying?
And ask if you're going to finish it.
Right. You gonna eat all them fries?
Mm.
Them fries be good.
Yeah, I saw you was on the grill for Mother's Day, so, hopefully Father's Day be the same. If it ain't, it is what it is. We done got used to it now.
Yeah, at that point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So we're not gonna get too deep into the trial of the right now. Ain't no such thing as trials of the century no more. Halfway through this trial, some celebrity gonna fuck it off, and we gonna be like, "How could it? Diddy?" No pun intended. But the Diddy trial started this week. It's already off to what a celebrity trial, is about. I'm not gonna go into no details right now. Definitely gonna try to bring y'all a Friday show where I can get into reading some of the court documents and some of the specifics. But they already hit some bombshell stuff, man. I don't know how it's being painted. If it's just being painted by Diddy's attorneys, you got to know they getting a super huge bag, so they gonna do everything. But it's not all Cassie being a victim right out the gate.
Out the
So
gate.
I don't know, man. As far as what you know about it, what you see, I don't know if you want to chime in.
Um, Diddy's lawyer team is just putting everything out on the table. They like, F it. They gonna find out about it anyway. So let's just go ahead and get ahead of this. They said is he on? If he was on trial to be an abuser, he is guilty as hell. But other than that, y'all gonna have to work for this. That's what his defense team is saying. Y'all gonna have to work for this. And like you say, it's a thin line to say outside looking in to assume Cassie's role. But 10 years in, I've never been abused. I've never been, what's that, essay or, held against my will or anything like that. But for 10 years, some of the stuff that they brought to the forefront is like, you sure you ain't had no option to leave?
Right.
You sure you couldn't just, take a taxi cab? They're questioning her participation in it, I should have said.
Right.
Is it just a lover's quarrel? Is it really he held you against your will on some movie type shit? Or, we know you enjoyed a little bit of it.
To say the very least. And like I said, because Diddy is who he is, of course he can afford some of the best lawyers in the world. It could be spin. Dave Chappelle says it's the age of spin. It just kind of matter how you say it, and then leave it up to the public or social media or whatever to, provide their opinion. But like I said, I want to get into some more specific details. I just got to read up on. I'm trying to do a little bit better at, citing stories. I do like to have the common conversation, but it's good to have, facts and stuff. At least the information to be able to point people to where they need to go if they are interested. Outside of that, man, Diddy's career is over. It ain't like this is some shit he gonna be able to bounce back from. And that's just it. They go in along with the other Twilight Zone shit that's going on in 2025.
Yeah. Yeah, like if he got this, like there's nowhere for him to go. It's if you get out, Diddy, shut the fuck up and go on about your life. Don't be seen. Don't like where you gonna go?
He probably will leave the country. He probably gonna leave the country. If he get a chance, he probably gonna leave the country.
I don't think they're gonna let him leave. They'll probably be on some Young Thug. What's that shit?
Yeah, man, 25 years supervised probation.
Yeah, I can see them doing that shit to do. Like, you can't leave the city of New York. No touring. They're gonna try to do something to drive his bag and make him suffer. Even if they say, all right, Diddy, we're gonna give you 8 years. You might do 6, but you still on probation and you got to admit to everything.
Right. I mean, and then that man in New York, cause it's gonna be tough for him to get a fair shake. If he's not a danger to the public is gonna be a danger to him.
But once again, does he name drop? Do he start? I ain't gonna say cooperating, but do he?
We just starting the trial because this shit can go. It can go crazy.
It ain't gonna be as bad as a Young Thug as far as all the curveballs, but
he ain't got no Woody. He ain't got no Woody.
But do it be interesting with the names that are brought to light of the situation? Like, we know there's a lot of names to it, but what names will be brought up and what names will be surprisingly brought up?
Yeah, I think that's that's the part that people are gonna pay attention to. The people, unlike the Robert Kelly trial, I think there's gonna be people that get brought into this and they're gonna have to pay some type of price. So that's social credibility, monetary credibility, even if they get brought up on their own charges. I just feel like there's definitely gonna be 1 to 3 names that people are gonna be like, man, hell no.
Well, every time they keep bringing up J-Lo. There's a lot of times they just keep bringing up people like J-Lo, and it could be just the shocking factor of who she is. She left right after.
I just think people want to. Yeah, I think people just want to take J-Lo down.
Yeah,
because in their opinion, she don't have no talent. She the luckiest person alive. Um, she built a career off of being a dancer, but not the greatest dancer. Had a couple albums, but not the greatest singer. Like it's like she should win an award for being average and super popular at the same time.
What up? Together we break James. Long
What's
time
up,
no hear, bro.
family? Indeed, indeed. Hustle and
Yeah,
survive. I hope you're doing well.
but I think that and we ain't forgot about the people in Cali neither, or you and your people in Cali. Um, I think it's a little bit of hate too, because there's a lot of us that ain't got no talent that want to get to where she at in life, as far as business ventures, the network, and all that. So you really, not you, but I'm just saying people can't hate on her for that. But I understand what you're saying about the talent level compared to people we walk past every day or live in our family, that have talent. I totally understand
Right.
that. But her drive, the connection she made, I'm not gonna sit here and say,
She did her big one, cause
yeah,
like I ain't gonna front. There's a couple movies I fuck with J Lo on. There's a couple of songs I'm not gonna play them, but I'm not gonna be mad if they play. I ain't never been mad at nobody that gained some type of status or success, and on the outside looking in, they might be average. I think everybody should get. That's part of the life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. God. I'm never gonna be mad that you get your money. Now, if you are getting your money and you are known to be fraudulent or something, there's a certain way you got to carry that shit. You feel me? Like you shouldn't be loud and boisterous and with the shit. You should just kind of collect your money and keep it moving. But to each
but
their own.
we can say we watched her grow. So that's why I said
I
we
mean,
did
well,
watch
yeah,
her.
we seen the whole journey. Shit.
Yeah, and that's before social media. So that's what I also give credit for. Like we seen that journey before social media. Now, when it comes to her music, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like you. I can't name a J Lo song that she did by herself.
Jenny
Now
from
she
the block. That's it.
was by herself. I remember the song, but I don't
Uh,
remember she was by herself.
I think Jenny from the block, she was by herself.
I mean, but she got them international songs too that we don't know about.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know.
Well,
Like you said, it ain't no knock on her.
no, it ain't no knock on her. Like she has turned her 15 minutes into at least 15 years, 20 years. She just had a movie on Netflix a couple months ago, so she's still out here doing something.
Yeah, like, and then her career has technically been clean, other than the Diddy shit and the marriages. So I can see somebody trying to take her down for some shit, like pull up some shit on her.
Right, for sure. For sure. Like I said, you're going to have people out there that don't agree with her success. You know what I'm saying? That would like to see her, like you said, dragged out through the mud. It is what it is, man. I just know don't perjure yourself because this Tory Lane shit done came back around because this man got
Yeah,
allegedly stabbed up in the prison system for some shit that he really didn't do.
yeah.
So
14. He took 14 on.
14, what? I don't know, cuz he might be trying to be an action hero.
What it it go back to our their entertainment industry. We talk what our man Russe, Chris said. He said, I want to be famous, or I don't want to be no celebrity. Or he said he wanted to be a celebrity. I forgot how he put it, but if you think about it, as far as black celebrities, sooner or later somebody gonna try to bring you down, and
If you
sometimes,
get too popular,
yeah,
right? I don't think it's just popular. I think it's plenty of popular black folks. It's the powerful
yeah,
when you can actually do something, when you can change something, when you can invoke the community, when you can buy up some property that them white folks say you shouldn't have, they damn sure gonna try to chop your ass down.
or they just want a little piece of what you got. You know, going back to the Diddy thing, you know, they tried to say it's from with the whole liquor shit, and then now the liquor shit going through some shit. That's crazy.
Right.
Like, yo, shit is
Oh
fraudulent.
yeah.
It's coming out fraudulent during the Diddy case. Like all that shit coming out during it, and Diddy was trying to buy into that shit. Like that shit crazy.
What was it? Don Julio and what?
Uh,
Casamigos.
I can see if I can look it
Y'all,
up
y'all
real
been
quick.
around here throwing y'all hard-earned, excuse me, y'all hard-earned dollars to these labels, to these liquor labels. I ain't never been a liquor snob. I don't mind drinking whatever you think is good liquor. But y'all know what we do on the bottom of the bottle. We drink mostly moonshine. We don't
Yeah,
be fucking with no liquor. So I always look at people that buy like super high dollar shit. Like if don't get it twisted. I'm not in your pocket. You can afford to do that shit. You do that shit. But you was right here stunting on people with your Don Julio and your Casamigos bottles. And that shit ain't even what y'all thought it was. Y'all done got played.
yeah. It was. I think it was Don Julio. And what's the one Diddy was trying to buy?
The Ciroc,
No, Don Julio.
the De Leon.
Yeah, I think De Leon in it too in the court thing. I think.
I know for certain Casamigos and Don Julio's in there.
Yeah, but like I said, and then the Tory Lane shit. Like I said, I've said before. After the interview on the Breakfast Club, when he was trying to break down being independent, signed to a major, like that shit came out a little bit after that. And it could be a coincidence, but like you said, 14 times you get stabbed in jail, prison, 14 times on shit you didn't do. And somebody said that's when the street code did you dirty. Because you kept
Right.
your mouth shut. Now you in jail. And you get stabbed up. And that's not counting other shit that might have happened that hadn't got out to the public yet.
Meanwhile, I mean, and I'm not gonna go into the man versus woman thing, but there was definitely a lot of backlash between the sexes with this Tory Lanez Meg Thee Stallion situation. You feel me? Um, a lot of I told you so. Don't trust them niggas. You know what the conversation be, man. I don't want to rehash all of that, but I don't know, man. I hope that man regains his health and his strength because I don't want you to motherfucking sock me hard 14 times, much less stab me
Yeah,
14 motherfucking times.
14
That's one of
times.
my worst fears because it's getting stabbed. I just think that's a horrible way. There's a bunch of horrible ways to die. Getting stabbed is definitely at the top.
Hell yeah, shit. I done got a paper cut. I done cut myself with a razor. I done did poke myself with a pencil. I think everybody done got themselves with
Stepped
a
on a
pencil once.
nail,
Yeah,
all kind of shit.
yeah. Yeah. Don't let
That's
nobody
accidental.
throw some salt or lemon juice on it.
Oh, no, hell no. You just
Yeah.
want me to cry.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I hope I don't have nightmares, bro. It was an old Larry Fishburne movie. He was older though, but it was an old movie. He was getting tortured, and they pull out all his toenails and then dip his toes in salt.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was one of them low budget ones. He right before he got real fat. You know, you put on the weight, all that weight.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
was
have
an
to
old
look
movie.
into that.
Yeah, I caught that scene. I ain't watched the whole shit. It was on some Kaiser Sose type shit though. Some usual
That can
suspects.
be.
Yeah. But yeah, they ripped his toenail and then they put it in a bucket of salt. Ah.
Yeah, you got some videos, man. Like I said, we ain't gonna hold y'all long, man. I ate some Chinese food. My stomach might be eastbound and down.
How is the Chinese food up there in general?
Overall, terrible.
Yeah.
But I found a good one. I found one that reminded me of home.
Shit, man.
Even
We
the
don't want.
kids working in there.
Oh man,
Now, I
shit.
don't trust your Chinese food if your kids ain't in the lobby doing homework.
Bro, you remember when you was on Two Notch at that spot? Was that Chinese restaurant right there at the corner of Old Neal Court Park Lane open? China Garden? That was still open back then.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
used to go there?
I had been there once or twice.
Man, that thing all over TikTok. People love it. I ain't a fan of it, but man, that thing all over TikTok, bro.
Yeah, everything. I think everything is a certain taste. Now,
Yeah.
everything has lost its luster. Like I hate to be the old guy. Back in the day, you was gonna get, and I blame this on black people for always saying, "I want fried rice, no vegetables, and chicken wings." Now they serving your ass
Straight
muddy
right.
motherfucking muddy brown rice with
Yeah.
no fucking flavor.
Nah, I ain't
Back
gonna
in the
lie.
day, you did not have to ask for it. You didn't have to pay extra. That shit was gonna come with onions, peas, carrots, eggs, and bean sprouts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you could just get brown rice.
I got people hooked on Blaney's, bro. A man Rue hook, a man Ed come down, he be getting on it. I
No,
went
Blaney's is the truth.
bro, I went to Blaney's the other day. We don't never do no restaurant shout out, but bro, Blaney's bacon fried rice with extra bacon. Let me get
Hey,
that. Let
and
me get
that's
that.
all you need. They gonna give you 3.5 pounds of rice. That shit gonna last you for 2 days.
Hell yeah. That's why I go.
Listen, I done hopped on the back of these folk car. The damn dog done broke the damn chain, boy. Man, look at this shit. Look at this. I am on the top of these folk car. I'm finna have to run. Look at this. The truck right there. And that's a cane Corso.
That
Hey,
that
yo!
truck ain't right there, cause that truck is way
Hey,
out there.
man. I'm finna have to book it on him, boy.
You ain't gonna make it. That truck is out there, cause
Bruh.
and he's. I thought the dog was little at first, cause he said that's a Cane Corso. I said, oh nigga, you are dying.
Bruh. I was looking at the comments. The comments was like, he parked the truck in another county. Everyone, why the truck so far?
Bruh,
Hey,
it's
some,
no way.
hey, somebody said he gonna make it because he said he gonna book it. You got to be running fast.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. He have to take off his shoes though.
Yeah, he got real bad. Man,
He ain't gonna get the speed with no shoes on.
everybody said the same thing. Like, damn, that truck fall.
That truck is out there, cause that truck was behind the tree. I had to pause it. The first time I looked, I had to pause it to see where the truck was at.
Hey, bro, you remember that movie Tremors?
Yeah.
That's
Oh
what
yeah.
I was thinking about when he was on the car.
And there ain't nothing else for him to jump on in between. It ain't like he can get halfway there and hop on something.
All right,
But
before we,
that wasn't a fully grown Cane Corso either. That was a puppy.
is that good or bad?
Oh, he was still gonna catch it. That puppy was still gonna catch it.
Real quick for the next video, man. I ain't gonna lie. When I hit the rabbit hole of UPS, FedEx, mail people dropping packages and people be having their dogs and shit out,
Oh man.
like that should be funny. But as a dog owner myself, like that should be fucked up too, though.
I feel like this. Very rarely do you not know a package is coming. Now, if you know that a package is coming and you have a dog that will kill a human being, take down a human being, the least you can do is put your dog up.
Not even that.
Or if I'm a UPS driver, I'm gonna leave that shit in the road. I'm not.
Not even
It's not gonna make it to your porch.
how you gonna look at me through the door coming? You don't put your dog up.
That part. That part.
Did you see the one with the pit bull bust through the front door?
Bro, that's like my favorite one. Like I watch that shit every time because the dog busts through so fast that buddy just standing there at first. Then when the screen come out and the dog don't realize what he did, he stand there. He was like, wait a minute, I'm through here. Hell nah. Hell nah.
Man, but how do you go back to work? Like, if you don't fuck with dogs, you might deliver 2-3 months before you run into that situation.
Or what's worse than every 2 months is you might run into that situation every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell nah, God.
On next video.
Things in my book bag.
So you got 3 up for real?
Yeah, they had see.
What about me? That ass getting told. You might as well go on and duke it now. Go on and duke it now. I'm tired of it. Go on and duke it now, boy.
I feel his pain. I don't know if I ever brought home 3 Fs at the same time, but there may have been a time where you thought you was gonna hide in the motherfucking bathroom. He said you might well go ahead and duke it now. Because if you don't, it's gonna be shit and belt welt everywhere.
You know how he says he got a gas station up and a wife beat on the passenger side of somebody else's car.
Oh yeah. Nigga. 3 Fs? I did a lot of not good shit in school. I did not do a lot of effort shit. I don't think I ever had 3 Fs.
Yeah, I don't know had 3 Fs. I might have like 1 F and 2 Ds and a C or something.
I might have had an F and probably an F, 2 Ds, and C's. Which I guess that ain't better. And I got my ass tore up. Hold on. Well, you better go ahead and duke it now, bro. That's a hell of a thing to say to a motherfucker.
The look on Buddy's face, whoever recorded ain't shit. Because Buddy's face look like it's right at the edge, too. Ain't nothing like you might get in trouble, you feel like you got a shit.
Without fail, every time you got a shit. I think that's your body's inner alarm system. Like, oh yeah, it's real. You don't just think you in trouble. You in real motherfucking trouble.
What up, Pastor Palmer? What it do? Ain't shit, cuzzo. Ain't shit. Trying to get
Yo.
All right. Wait. Oh, I got so much to say about this.
Y'all got fans? Let them fans. I feel like I have the best fans in the world. What is that? Let them fans. I do. Y'all look
I don't want to play too long.
I don't know. Watch what you gonna say. For the Beehive, they realize I'm bullshitting. Fuck them people.
Yeah. How fucked up is it? That's your fucking song and ain't nobody see you.
I feel like she owed that
to go up there.
Yeah, for sure.
Go up there. Or at least point you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want hopefully like a minute, but I ain't want the tracks and the algorithm to be like, we're gonna mute.
Yeah, for sure.
But to have a song on that, he probably did get an invite. They probably put him there. But if you gonna do that,
put me on stage, cuz. I ain't even gotta perform the whole song.
Well, you know, the video just dropped the other day. So the fan base that he get don't even know what he looked like.
I don't know, man. He did the Breakfast Club. That's more reason why he should have been on stage. He had already done the Breakfast Club and all that shit a couple weeks ago or last week or whatever. Beyonce don't owe nobody, and he'll still get residuals, streams based on her doing the song.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little bit biased because that man is a homeboy. He's from South Carolina, cuz. So yeah. I want him to get. It's such a monster song. I want him to capitalize as much as he possibly can off of it, just in case he don't have another song that could be that big. See, people don't think about the curse of having a mega hit song.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't bounce back from that.
That what Jim Jones said. Like that balling is his white whale. But he said, man, He said, "Man, I'd never catch that again."
Right. Right.
People talk that shit about Jim Jones, but when it comes down to business and stuff like that, Jim speaks real shit. But he was like, "That balling, I'll never catch that." He's like, "I can try and try, but I know I can't catch that."
Right.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel with this. Like he got a song called "Let's Dance," bruh. I've been killing that shit for like the last month. That shit's so smooth. He did that. It looked like he did that one downtown Columbia. That shit's so smooth. I like that better than Boots on the Ground.
Well, I hope, like I said, I hope he is allowed to develop. I hope he stay independent for one. There's no reason to fuck with a major. And that's for all Southern Soul, because that's the beauty of what Southern Soul is.
Yeah.
Is it's supposed to be independent. Watch yourself around it, because this is going to be the new wave. Even though it's not new to people who know about it. We've been listening to Southern Soul since 2000. You feel me?
Yep.
You got to go with the Tuckers. You got to go with the, you know what I'm saying? It's countless records that have been in the Southern Soul sound for 20 plus years. But now that it's becoming popular, white folks that don't have talent, gonna do everything they can to get their piece of the pie.
Hey, there's a white dude named Jake Carter. Jake Carter, he be rocking. Old boy not old white dude, young white dude.
No, what I'm talking about these lawyers. There you go. Like, that's the thing about signing a major deal. Now, you're not even signing to a music company. And to get down, you are signing with a lawyer. You feel me? So I just hope he get an opportunity to do something, to change his trajectory, to big up his life, to get something together for the next generation of his family. Get that generational wealth and get that monkey off your back, so to speak.
They've already had local people questioning his excuse me.
Yes.
He already got his tour dates out. Going on his tour. Man, must have got about 60 tours going on for the rest of the year. So you don't want to lock in. You locked in that price. As far as promoter, you good. But him, if next time Beyonce bring him on stage, you getting him for a steal.
Oh, for certain. For certain.
The video he released a video on Sherry Shepherd's show. I saw the making of it. I think Glass by Chops is out there. They did at South Carolina State.
Okay. As you should.
They had the band out there. They had a couple of the fraternities and sororities out there stepping. They had the little girl, Miss Shirley. The little girl's famous for doing the stepping. She's like 5, 6 years old. She was out there. Tay Cheesy, she was out there. I think they said Anthony Hamilton showed up. Or it was something else that was going on. Anthony Hamilton showed up. It was a whole bunch of stuff getting posted at the same time. But yeah. All right, so my last one kind of go with that. So right there, if you're not from the Columbia area, that's Gardens Ferry Road.
S-Bar.
The S-Bar.
The S-Bar was there for a year. A year plus before this song came out, because you used to be able to go to the S-Bar on any given night, sit at the bar, find a table to sit in. Can't do that shit no more.
Okay. Well, we getting there. We got in there one day. We got there on a Saturday night. We got there about 10 o'clock. It was cool. It was low vibe. About 12:30.
Wall sweating.
People talking about you going there and be stank. I think that's the problem, the discrepancy between the young generation and the old generation. Back in our generation, I ain't no dancer, but that was the expectation. You gonna sweat when you go out. These young people, they want to come and look cool, and they don't want to sweat. So when they see people sweating, they think they doing too much. But That's
Well, them young
exactly.
niggas be funky without dancing is the problem. They just be funky because they wearing a hood all goddamn day, and
Yeah.
it's 92 degrees outside. How
But
you gonna tell somebody they smell bad?
but when you go in there, I ain't gonna lie, it be people in there sweating. They really do be dancing. They be hitting all the trail ride shit, and they do other music too in there. But when that trail ride session come on, bro, motherfuckers be in line, whistles, fans, boots, hats, everything on go mode. What's it called? Greens done revitalized. They doing it.
Yeah, I mean you got to go with the wave. It's the wave, and that's the
Yeah.
one thing that you get with a line dance. A line dance is for anybody 8 to 80 years old.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I like I said, I like the movement. I like that people are getting their eyes on it. I like that these brothers is getting paid for doing the chitlin circuit. You know what I'm saying? Once upon a time, the chitlin circuit was the only thing you could do, but the chitlin circuit will get you paid now. Now, don't get it twisted.
Oh, Boozy said
Your
to
security
everybody.
better be good.
Yeah.
Your security better be good.
Shit,
But
Lil Boozy say every time, whenever his money get low, he come to South Carolina and get a big bag. He said whenever his
okay.
money go low. He said that. He said
Now, I
South
mean, like
Carolina
I
so
said,
much low.
I am an advocate of anybody that resemble me getting their money on. You feel me? So shout out to 803 Fresh. Shout out for creating a monster motherfucking song. I hope you got 5 more of them on. And I'm not saying that you know in a in an evil or a snide way. I'm saying that because I want you to get as much money as you can for as long as you can. This game is not nothing in entertainment is gonna last. You know, people going on 20-year runs and being famous for their entire life. Because fame is so because you can attain fame for some of the stupidest shit in the world. Now, it's not gonna last. You're not gonna have people that have been famous for their entire career. So while you can get it, do your best and earn your bag.
Well, he done did it. He did the wobble. He did electric slide. He just made his song generational. I
For
mean,
sure.
and also because the 80-year-old and the 8-year-old are doing the dance. So now when the 8-year-old get to 80, she's doing the
Yeah,
dance that she's showing everybody else how to do. So like kudos to him. He still seems very, very, very humble. I want to
for
say there
sure.
was something about him and Trap Dicky might be doing something together, but also
Yeah.
there is some hate because he used to be a rapper and he's like he just went with the wave. But my thing, that's like anything, bro. If I quit my job to go find another job, then I got a new profession.
That's it.
You know,
And I ain't mad at that because let's be
hell no.
real. Rap is an oversaturated market. If you are just a rapper, if you trying to get on being just a rapper, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You getting 0.00001 per stream, if that, you gotta find another way.
Yeah, and I feel like he found a way. Just like when we talked to Reezy Rock. Reezy Rock went with the dapper angle. I think that's dope. Um, you don't have to follow suit to everybody else. And plus, if something gives you comfort, why not invest in that? So he had listened to the music. He was just rapping at the time. But he valued that music. Every rapper, what they say, James Brown, it was some shit James Brown did. It was some shit Al Green did. It was some shit like technically that's soul music, but you still did rap. And what I
I
like
mean,
about
it don't mean the same to be a rapper no more.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like they was talking to Snoop on the Breakfast Club, and I know motherfuckers still mad at Snoop for that Donald Trump shit, but I don't have enough in me to be mad at some shit that don't affect my life. Um, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It's always something going on in the news cycle, but they was just talking to Snoop about what he was when he first came out to what he is now. And he was just like, man, he was like, I ain't no hater. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people is giving these young artists a lot of grief. And I'm trying to bridge the gap. He's trying to bridge the gap between the young and the old. I'm probably more mad that he did a song with Sexy Red than than the performance at the presidential inauguration. And I don't give a fuck if you mad that I said that shit. It's my opinion.
Yeah, there's many other rappers, younger rappers, that not saying Sexy Red ain't no rapper, no knock on her. But there's many other rappers that been in the game longer than her that I've yet to hear Snoop get on the track for whatever reason. And it could be lawyer shit and paper shit. But there's other people I wish I would have heard or had a chance to hear Snoop on a track with.
And right, and the same thing applies. I hope Sexy Red make a motherfucking shit ton of money. I hope she get everything that she need to get. I don't have to like your music.
Yeah, definitely got to like that.
Yeah.
That's definitely gonna like that. What the fuck I was listening to the other day? I'll bring it on another show. I can't remember who I listened to. I've been killing that shit.
Mm. Yeah, man. What else is going on? They backsliding on Shador. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
Shador is golden now. You know what I'm saying? Can't imagine why they was why they pushed that man back to the 5th round. I don't think it was. I ain't gonna say what I think it was. Everybody else has already said what they think it is. I'm glad that he is mentally and spiritually equipped to do and deal with the shit that he dealing with. You feel me? I've seen some of his interviews since he started training camp, and everybody's like, "Oh man, this kid is all right, man." Like he was always all right.
Yeah.
He was always all right. Y'all making it seem like he did some shit overnight to become this other version of himself. This is who he been the entire time.
Some people, I'll be reading comments once again. People are like, and he made a comment. He said, I get a lot of flack because of my dad. It don't even be me. And a lot of people said, yeah. And then some people, already know who them people is. No, it's you. You're too cocky. You're arrogant. You don't play the game the right way. And it's just like, you are a warrior on the football field. You know how many mixed emotions you go through and got to still stand strong? That man had no offensive line the last 2 years. He got pummeled.
He probably shouldn't even be in the league.
Yeah.
Based on some of the hits he took.
And the crazy thing, he didn't go I want Michael Vick or Randall Cunningham or Warren Moon to train me. This man went to arguably the GOAT. He went to Tom Brady to train. So how is it this man, y'all trying to basically say this man ain't earned his spot? And when it comes to an athlete, that's one of this slap in the face right there. You try to say somebody ain't earned something? That man put it on the field at Jackson State. Then y'all say he couldn't do it there. He did that shit at Colorado. At Colorado, the schools. All the schools. Then they say, well, his dad set it up for it. But that man was a quarterback on the field. His dad can't make him block, can't make him catch, can't make them run the ball. He ain't had no run game. So what I'm saying is all this stuff goes around is proving that the man can play.
Yeah, I'm appreciating the level of black excellence that I'm seeing, man. I'm also seeing the bullshit. This black woman statue in Times Square has drummed up some of the most ignorant motherfucking opinions. I don't care how you feel. I mean, I don't have no problem with the statue. The statue is of a black woman. You know what I'm saying? They said that the statue was ugly. They said she was fat. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real, man. I see way more regular looking women than I see baddies. And when I do see baddies, I don't want to talk to no motherfucking baddie. I don't have the patience for y'all. You feel me? Yeah, your titties is up and your ass is low, and yeah, that shit look good. But who want to deal with the shit you own?
Mm,
Not me. Can you make a peach cobbler?
hell
That's
no.
more important than seeing your ass.
No, they the type gonna say that's sassy for a man to eat a peach cobbler.
I don't give a fuck. You don't know me. You gonna tell me what it is to be a man. You ain't never been a man.
Man, before we logged on, man, on TikTok, this girl said a real man will have two cars. One car, his get around, and another car for a backup, even if it's raggedy. But a real man would have two cars. Who the fuck is you?
Where your car? Because that be the thing is when people get to passing judgment, it's where the judgment comes from that be
Yeah.
pissing me off. You don't have shit. You a motherfucker that barely graduated high school. You work in the retail industry, and it's not a bad thing that you work in the retail industry. You think it's bad. You know what I'm saying? You embarrassed by that. But you gonna tell somebody that they ain't shit because they ain't got some shit that you ain't got either.
You ain't got
We
any
just
shit.
gotta be better. Yeah, we gotta be better about the shit that we talk about people, man.
It was a man that came down with a comment and said, "Now what happens if both cars broke?" And I'd have been in that situation. I'd have
For
been.
sure. Real life gonna happen. I don't give a fuck what you got.
No.
You think cars don't break down when you rich? It's just different because you have enough money to solve the problem. But even sometimes the amount of money you have, that shit ain't got shit to do with you catching the flat from hitting a pothole on a torrential downpour. I don't give a fuck how much money you got.
I think that people don't think in reality, and part of it is probably because they're trying to do social media content. So the stuff
For
that
sure.
comes out is just really content. They don't really feel that way, but still, yet to me, it passes judgment. You don't want to be judged, but you're doing some shit on here to be judged. So I'm a judge your monkey ass. You
Just
ain't shit,
straight
nigga.
up.
Yeah,
If you
you
can
ain't
give
shit.
your whack ass opinion, I can give my whack ass opinion.
Hey, somebody say you should be pretty.
You say you should be pretty.
You should be pretty.
Right.
But
I don't know. Stop telling motherfuckers what's sassy and you grew up with your mama and your aunties. If you don't have a male figure to run your sassy comments by, then your sassy comments don't amount to shit. Niggas can't eat ice cream. Niggas can't wear socks to bed. I done heard some of the most ridiculous shit.
can't eat
If
a
a
hot dog.
nigga, right, if a nigga pull his blanket up to his neck, he a hoe. Wait a minute, bitch, it's cold. For whatever your reasons are that you think a nigga is sassy, show me the nigga that you think is not sassy. That shit be pissing me off. Them hoes be saying niggas be sassy for dumbass shit.
Yeah.
If you pick the pepperoni off your pizza instead of just eat it off the slice, you sassy. Who
Yeah.
opens the refrigerator with their right hand? That's a sassy nigga if I ever seen it. You shut your dumb ass up.
Yeah. But you the
Because
one
that's what it be amounting to.
but you out here with the tight jeans on.
I mean, it's whatever, cuz.
Your
We just
nails
in a
possible.
weird place. We need to uplift. We need to uplift more than we judge. We just about to get to a point where if we come together, there's a couple more places that we got to get shit together at. And I think, we can make a difference as a entire community. I feel like more people are getting it right than getting it wrong. I'm always gonna feel like that. And for you ignorant motherfuckers who have ignorant ass opinions, I'm gonna be the one to correct you. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Well,
Yeah, man, we can get up out of here, man. I'm definitely, like I said, we definitely gonna try to come back Friday. We done missed a few Fridays, man. You know, life be lifing. If we can get in here, we'll get in here, and if not, you'll definitely see us next Wednesday because it's the Hump Day Happy Hour Tap In. I'm Jay Walker. That's Carolina Dirt. What you want to tell the people before we get up out of here?
We up for another award. We up for the Southern Plug Award again this year. Y'all go to Southern
That'll
Plug.
be 3 years running, man. Fuck with your boy now.
Yeah. I'm gonna post a link again. Y'all can vote as many times as you want. But I'll post the link again in the group.
Post it in the comments too for YouTube.
Huh?
Post the link for the awards in the comments for the YouTube channel.
Oh shit. I'll do that. But just appreciation, man. We do what we do, and it's just a normal conversation. I remember said, we want to start bringing more facts and stuff in, but really, it's just a normal conversation. When you have a conversation with somebody, that shit, it'd be highly opinionated, but it's opinionated with facts.
Right.
And that's how we feel to make it go a little more smoothly. Because I don't want nobody come back, but like, man, you lied on episode 5 at the 5-minute mark. I might have.
I didn't lie. I just didn't know, nigga. There's a difference.
Yeah. We want to appreciate the nominations for the Southern Plug Award because it's a regional thing. So you're looking at South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi. Yeah, all those. So this will be nominated cool. But we're gonna try to make a push just to get people to get out there and vote for us, man. If you haven't voted for us, but you watch our shows, man, we totally appreciate it. If you get out there and vote for us online, we appreciate it. If not, just tap in with us. We do want to start bringing our viewers back on the show. We got Cams, we got the Joffreys, we got
Together we break chains. Let's talk to the tree.
Yeah, we got all those people that have been on our program. We're gonna bring them back, but we'd like some new people on the program to show you how we get down before the weekend started. So tap in with us.
Hey man, what he said, man. Y'all take care, man. Love the people who love you back, and until the next time, man. Y'all be easy. We going.